Here we go. All right, so yesterday we did substitution. It was pretty easy once you got the hang of it. Agreed? Okay, so this is continuing. Okay, we're going to continue with solving systems of equations. And this is substitution, but this is part 2. All right. Okay, so yesterday when we did, let's say for example I had something, yesterday we did something like 5x minus 6y equals negative 2, and then we had y equals something. Okay, what did we have? Our y was by itself, or, I mean we already had our y by itself where it had like a variable with it, right? And all we had to do was go do what with that y? Replace the y value, right? Okay, and then we were able to solve for x and y, okay? So it's kind of the same thing, except different. That doesn't make sense, but let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, Caden, you want to shut that door, please? Okay, so what's different about this one? Okay, you have two values for y, don't you? You have y equals negative 3x minus 10, and you have y equals x plus 2, okay? Here's what you do to solve this kind, okay? Basically, you're going to replace one of these y's with the other y. Okay, that sounds crazy, but all I'm going to do, if I knew, let's say this wasn't here, okay? You would understand how to do this, right? You would just replace this y with what? With 2, okay? But it is here, so you're just going to replace that y with what? X plus 2, okay? So let's move this one down here. Okay, and in place of this y, we know that y equals x plus 2. So we're going to replace that with x plus 2 equals, and then whatever is up here is going to just come down. So negative 3x minus 10. Okay, so what do you notice that we have here? This is not, it's not a two-step equation yet. It's going to be. But what do we have? We have variables on where?
Both sides.
On both sides, okay? You remember how we solve equations with variables on both sides?
Yes.
You've got to get them what? On the same side, right? So does it matter which one you move?
No.
It doesn't, but a good thing to keep in mind is to move the one that has a lower value. This x is like 1x, right?
Yeah.
What is this x like? It's like negative 3, right? So let's move that one, okay? It's always easier to move the negative, okay? I mean, you can get the same answer if you do it the other way, okay? But it doesn't really matter. So if I'm going to move that, I'm going to, remember, equations, equal signs means two things are what?
Same.
Equal, right? Remember, $5 bill and 5 ones, they're equal, aren't they? If I take $1 from this side, are they still equal? I got to take $1 from the other side. Okay, so if I add 3x here to get rid of this 3x, what do I have to do over here? I have to add 3x on both sides, right? Because equations are what? Rhymes with schmalanced? Balanced, good. So what's x plus 3x?
4x.
4x. I didn't do anything with plus 2. What happened to these? They canceled, and so I just bring down this what? This negative 10. So now, what do I have here? I have a two-step equation, right? How do I get rid of this a two-step equation? Again, if you still use the box, that's fine. Okay, put this in the box. Get rid of this what? This plus 2. How do I get rid of plus 2? Yeah, you subtract 2 from here, subtract 2 from here. So now, those cancel. I'm left with 4x equals negative 2. You borrow 2 more. What is that? Negative 12. This is now a one-step equation. Divide each side by what?
4.
By 4. Okay. And what is negative 12 divided by positive 4?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. And again, all systems of equations are going to be in what format? Your solution set is going to be an ordered pair. So I'm going to have an x and a y. Do I have half of my answer now?
Yes.
Yeah, which one? Yeah, this is negative 3. Now, it gets easy because all I have to do now is go plug it in, right? Do you think you can plug it into either one?
Yes.
Let's plug it into both of them and see if we get the same answer, okay? Let's plug it into this one. If I say x is negative 3, y equals, instead of x, I'm going to write a what? Negative 3 plus 2. What's negative 3 plus 2?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Let's do this one and see if we get the same answer. Y equals negative 3. Instead of x, we're going to have a negative 3 minus 10. Well, what's negative 3 times negative 3? 9 minus 10 gives us what?
Negative 1.
So does it matter which one we plug it into?
No.
You can plug it into either one. I would plug it into the one that's easier. This one's easier. And what did I get? Negative 1. Okay? Does that kind of make sense what we did? Really, all we're doing is we're taking one equation and replacing the y on the other equation. Okay? Are we good on that? Let's try another one. Okay? Did everybody have that written down? We good? Okay. Let's try this one. Okay. Again, if they're both starting with a y, the easiest thing to do is just take this y value and move it up here for this. Okay? So I'm going to rewrite this down here. And instead of y, what am I going to replace y with? 3x plus 7, okay? So I have 3x plus 7 equals, and then I have this, which is what? 4x plus 10, right? Does everybody understand what I did there? Yeah. Okay, so now we need to get rid of one of these x's. Well, which one has the lower coefficient? 3 or 4? 4 is lower than 3? 3. Let's get rid of 3, okay? So if I subtract 3x from here, what do I also have to do? Over here. Those cancel. What's left? 7 equals, what's 4x minus 3x? 1x, and what's another way of writing 1x? X. Bring down this plus 10. Now this gets easy, right? How do I get rid of this 10? Minus 10, minus 10. What's 7 minus 10? Negative 3 equals x. Do we have half our answer? Wasn't our last one negative 3? Yep. Okay. So which one do we want to plug it into? It doesn't really matter because these are both kind of about the same. So I'm going to let Brock, you choose which one are we going to do. Top one or bottom one?
Bottom.
Bottom, okay. So we're going to replace this x with a what? Negative 3. Okay. What is 3 times negative 3? Negative 9. You owe me $9. You have 7. What happens? You what? You have money or you owe me money? You owe me how much? 2. Okay, so this would be negative 2. Okay? Does this make sense, my people? It's not that difficult. It looks crazy, but it's not that hard. Okay, I want you guys to try this one on your own. Raise your hand when you get an answer. Noah has an answer. Anybody else have an answer? Carson has an answer. Brock, did I say your hair looks magnificent today? It looks absolutely, it's splendid. Wish I had hair like yours. Okay, you guys keep working. I'm gonna start this one. I'm gonna replace this with this one. So 7x minus 22 equals 5x minus 18. How many of you guys set it up like this? Okay, so what I need to do first, get my x's on the same side. So I'm going to take away this x and this x. I have 2x minus 22 equals negative 18. Am I on the right track? Okay, two-step equation. So plus 22 plus 22, 2x equals 4. Okay, divide each side by 2. What did I get? X equals 2. Okay, now I can plug it into it. Does it really matter which one? I'm going to do this one. Okay, so y equals 5 times 2 minus 18. That's 10 minus 18. What does y equal? Negative 8. Okay, good. How many of you got that correct? Good. We understand this? Okay, awesome. Good, good.